What's up, YouTube? GEECHI Boxing back to another video. Man, so I was for the last couple of days been hearing a few things, so I guess I'll speak on it. But I was looking at shout out Blue Blood Sports um TV. Um that's the main outlet I was kind of paying attention to, but shout out to all the other outlets. Black owned outlets that spoke on this as well. I'm just gonna kind of paraphrase Blue Blood though, cause he be letting you know. So but allegedly, um, Devin Haney and JoJo Diaz is the plan for the zone. Um, they matched whatever JoJo Diaz was gonna get. I'm sorry, Ryan Garcia. They matched the salary for Devin Haney allegedly. Um, and as a boxing fan, I hope that goes down. And I think I speak for all the other boxing fans who are hoping the same. I hope that one goes down. That'll be good for Devin Haney. Um, Shout out JoJo Diaz, hell of a fighter. But um, if I gotta keep it geeky, I'm gonna just say that's like Devin Haney's not gonna take any opponent lightly. But he'll definitely get in there, and I think he's gonna take this one. But I mean, you know, let's say that fight was to not go down. What's next for Haney? Um, and I think you know, shout out to Aki and a lot of other YouTubers that speak on this. But I mean, come on, other promoters of these other fighters, they're ducking Haney. I mean, it's not a secret. They're ducking Haney. They don't want to see Devin Haney. Devin Haney is a fierce competitor. He's a fierce fighter. For all the other fighters or promoters or fans that think that because he got wobbled a little bit, you know what I mean, his last fight, um, that he's not gonna bounce back 10 times harder from something like that. You guys are crazy. And first of all, you know, again, media man, they do what they do. Everybody got to get paid. But for the most part, we know what's up. Devin Haney, he dominated in that fight. More punches landed, more punches thrown. Um, and he went up against a veteran. Veterans. That's why they're a veteran. They take those shots that they know, or they have the IQ to wait to plan their shots and make the ones that do land count. And last opponent got a couple in. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And for all you people out there listening, I know who his last opponent is. I just do things a little different. Um, this video is about Devin Haney, so I'm gonna stick to Devin Haney, and Devin Haney deserves that straight up because Devin Haney don't get his credit. Um, the credit he deserves at least. He does get his credit. But shout out Devin Haney for building a platform. Shout out to his pops, Bill Haney, for staying solid, man. Um, you know, telling it like it is, not playing politics when it comes to his son. You feel me? Not sitting back and just letting these promoters, kind of just leverage him the way they feel he should be leveraged. Allowing his son to build an ego to leverage himself and um, brand himself and to encourage his son to do so was a smart move. So shout out to them, shout out to his whole team. They're doing something right. Devin Haney's being ducked. um, I wish more people would say it, but hey, it is what it is. Devin Haney's being ducked. He's not he's not getting his just due. um, and I said it before, shout out to Teofimo for his victory over Lomachenko, but that was Devin's fight. You know what I'm saying? But everything happens for a reason. It's just, it actually gave him more fights in between for when them big fights do come. You know what I mean? He's had to, he laced his boots up a little bit. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, real boxing fans, we just gonna be patient. We're gonna continue to see the politics at play. We're gonna continue to see Devin Haney get robbed. I'm sure a few more times in his career of great fights that we know Eddie Hearn want to make. Eddie Hearn, I can sit here and say a lot about Eddie Hearn, but Eddie Hearn's about, he's about that coin. He's getting it done. He takes the initiative to get shit done. We could say a lot, but like I said, Eddie Hearn gets shit done. Name something he didn't try to get done. That was on, that was on his desk. So shout out to Eddie Hearn. I mean, if these fights were presented, I'm pretty sure they can get made. And Devin Haney, I want to touch on something he said because, hopefully it resonates. And, I'm not trying to expose no fighters or throw nobody out there or say I'm not talking about anybody in specific. I'm just saying how I thought it was great how Devin Haney has constantly been articulating himself um, expeditiously, um, arguing the point that fighters overpriced themselves to get out of a fight with Haney. And I mean, it is what it is. We see it happening. And I mean, some of the fights I will admit it would be bigger later. Is what it is. It just makes more sense that way. However, there's so many other fighters that Haney could be, you know, uh, setting up fights with that aren't happening. And it is what it is. Um, I personally feel like Devin Haney, just just his build, um, his size. I think he's gonna be out of all the young stars. Shout out all of them. All of them are magical in their own way. They're all great fighters. Every single young fighter. I'm not gonna trying to say any names 'cause I don't want to leave nobody out, but y'all know this is for real boxing fans. Y'all know who the young lions are right now. You know what I mean? The dudes that are coming up and getting their just due, finally getting them fights. Every single one of them. I love it. They're finally getting them fights where we can say, okay. And again, I like this young group because I feel like other opponents would be like, oh, he got caught. That's his weakness. But they're expecting that. Like it's the new generation of fighters. They watch the mistakes of the greats. Um, Look at the greats that have just retired. You get what I'm saying? Floyd, Dre, War. You know what I mean? So it's just it's something beautiful because you had Floyd, Zab, um, Oscar. They looked to the greats before them, and so they took that game, made it their own, and these young guys are what what taking what they put together and making it their own. And so, you know, definitely shout out to Triller for expanding the horizon. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but they whatever they did, it only adds to mainstream boxing, regardless of the revenue on paper that it does take from and the competition that it does bring to the table. You know, economics. Competition bring more money though. You get what I'm saying? It opens the market. It pushes companies to bring it. There wouldn't be a market without competition. So, I think in that aspect, that it's been a good thing. And I think that these young fighters and the way they promoted themselves with the social media and that, promotion of self, I think that it's been a backbone for promotion for these companies. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Devin Haney, man. I mean, I can go on and on about the things that him and his dad are doing. Like just you know, just I just don't like touching on contracts and stuff like that because it's all alleged and numbers, real numbers, really don't get put out there like that. So, but just what they're doing with his promotional company and how he sets up his fights, how he sets up his contracts. Yeah, we don't know, but we know it ain't. I mean, just just watching him move, we know that it ain't one of them old school contracts. I tell you that. It ain't no one of them old school partnership agreements. I tell you that. Devin Haney, he's leveraging himself the correct way. All you other fighters, he may be the competition, but y'all got to look at how he's moving. The young man he's moving how he should be moving right now, and if he keeps moving like that, like I said, he has the size. Touching back on that, he has the size to go up in weight. No disrespect to other fighters, I'm just saying he's built to go up. In my opinion, he's just built to go up just a little more than some of the other fighters. If he kept his mind to it. I mean, we've seen people do it. Seen Floyd do it. Seen Broner do it. We've seen a bunch of fighters do it. He can do it, and he has the right mindset. And he's handling business. And a hell of a fighter. Who is very young. Like, I mean, come on. Look at what he's doing at this age. Look at what all of them are doing. Shakur, Tifimo, Tank, Rolly, all of them. Virgil. It's just it's crazy, and it's gonna be beautiful. I'm telling you. Um, Shout out Devin Haney. We'll see what's next. If the JoJo Diaz fight don't happen, we'll see what's next. But shout out Devin Haney. Geechee.